So that shiny new game just came out, Killing Floor 3, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game for some first impressions. Keep in mind this is not a full review, this is a quick look at the game. I played the game for 2 hours, so I'll show some footage of the game while describing it and giving a few thoughts on it. I started this game off by changing my graphic settings for a little bit. The performance was not as good as I thought it would be, but once that was out of the way, I started a tutorial mission. First thing you do when starting a mission is selecting your loadout. You have an operational budget to use to select your loadout, so if a gun is 2,000 points, but you only have 500, you can't select that gun to begin the game. I used the default loadout the entire time I was playing, which isn't a big deal, but that's just because I never had enough points to really change anything. Maybe starting with better weapons will matter at higher difficulties, but I was playing on normal and it was just fine. There are 6 different characters that have their own unique abilities and weapons, and I played the whole time with the default one, Commando. Besides Commando, there's Firebug, Engineer, Sharpshooter, Ninja, and Medic. The tutorial mission was very easy to do, so I'm just going to skip over that. I then started a solo match, and it was harder than I thought it would be, but also easier at the same time. Let me explain. The character is slow, like real slow, at least compared to the monsters. I don't know if this is all characters or just Commando, as I only played as Commando, but I could never outrun any monster. So if I'm running away trying to reload, there's a real good chance I'm taking several hits. Not only that, but you can't really defend in any way. You can dodge to the side, but you don't dodge that far, and it's not that great. I believe that if my character was faster, I'd probably not get hit half as much, or more, as I did. There are different types of monsters, some are much harder than others. There are basic starting monsters, a couple different crawling ones, a big fat one that explodes, one that has a chainsaw, a flying one that shoots at you, one that is heavily armored, and a few more. Each game seems to be 5 waves, and the waves get harder and harder. The 5th wave doesn't have any smaller monsters, it's boss monsters only. That is the boss wave. I played 3 or so multiplayer games with random people, and it was squads of 6. The map is not that big, but it's just big enough that 6 people doesn't feel like too many. I was doing random missions during games, but that's not required. That's just extra things that you can do to earn more. The main thing is just killing and surviving though. In between rounds, a trader pod will pop up. This is where you can buy new weapons or change out your items. What I did was always buy more ammo. I'd then save up my money and buy a second gun. At the trader, you can apparently buy weapons from other classes to use, but I did not realize that until right now editing this footage. So I ended up sticking with the commando weapons only. Some weapons have different stats to them too. Some deal acid or electric damage, for example. After a game ended, I'd earned different items. These items are used to customize weapons, so after each game, I slowly began upgrading a weapon more and more, and when you have a custom gun, you can buy it from the trader in between rounds if you have enough in-game currency. It usually took me until around 3 or 4 to buy my custom gun. The more you customize your weapon outside of a game, the more it'll cost in-game. Also, after games, I'd look at the skills. Skills are tied to each class. I'd open the skills menu, check if I had enough points to buy or upgrade a skill, and then equip a new skill if I was high enough level. An example of a commando skill is more ammo overall, and it costs less to buy ammo in the trader in between rounds. So that's something that you'll want to do before games, upgrade a gun and check your skills. Also, there's a battle pass, or a supply pass it's called. You can buy the premium version for better rewards, or just grab the free rewards like I did whenever you level it up. I usually got a cosmetic or 2 for free after a game. I died once in this game, went down a couple times, revived a few people, but I was usually fine overall. The one time I died, no one revived me in time. It turns out once you die, you can only spectate until the next round. Also, apparently I dropped my custom weapon when I died. I had to go pick that back up when I respawned. There's 8 maps in the game, and I only played a few of them, but I thought they were fine. I did beat every single game that I played on normal difficulty, but at some points it was kinda difficult. I'm wondering if I should try hard next or stick with normal for a bit. Graphically, the game looks pretty good, even with the settings turned down, but performance was still kinda spotty for me. I kept getting FPS dips in intense battles. It's still playable though, just a little bit of an annoyance for me. I haven't played any other Killing Floor game, so I can't compare this one to those, but this game just standalone seems pretty fun to me. You have the waves of monsters, it's online or solo, there's upgradability with guns and perks, and the monsters are gory when you kill them. I like all of that. Overall, my experience was positive while playing this game, and I ended up liking it. If you're interested, maybe give it a try yourself, though that's my personal opinion. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you on the next one.